Hello my friends, welcome back to another watercolor tutorial. We're painting a beautiful spring wreath today, or you can think of it as a summer wreath, but it's currently March when I'm painting this, so I'm gonna think of it as a spring wreath. It's gonna make me happy. So we are gonna start with a brown color. I'm just mixing it in with my pink. It'll eventually turn brown the more brown and black that I add to it. And there we go. Perfect. Okay. This is also the 9th painting that I've painted in 2 days. So I just wanted something simple, and a wreath is very simple and fun to paint, and I've painted mostly landscapes, so this is a nice change. I know this water looks dirty. It's because it has lemon in it, so don't judge me for drinking dirty water. It is not dirty. Anyway, the reason why I've put this on here is because I'm just tracing out a circle for myself with a pencil. I don't know if you can see that. Honestly, that's a little bit too big because I can't flare out as much as I want on the sides, but you know what? We're just going with it. So I've taken that brown, and this is going to be like a cherry blossom wreath. So I'm going to have a lot of branches sticking out, a lot of blossoms growing, a lot of beauty. And we can always touch up the sprouts and the blossoms later on. But I'm following the contour of my circle, and I'm leaving some gaps where I'm going to paint cherry blossoms or whatever flowers that you want to paint. So this is really meant to be a quick spring wreath that you can paint for fun, as a Mother's Day card, as a birthday card, a just general it's spring, feel better card. I could have used one of those back in winter. So yeah, that was good. I'm happy with that so far. So now I'm going to take some pink, and I really want to water down this pink. I want it to be very blush. And before I do that, I'm going to erase the pencil marks where there's gaps, because just in case, you know, my brush strokes are very light, I don't want that pencil to show through. So yeah, I am, I don't know what that was with my paintbrush. I'm just kind of flattening my brush against the paper and seeing what happens. And I don't really have too much of a plan here. Mine's looking very, it's not really the correct pink, but the more water that you have on your brush, the nicer this will probably come out, and I wish it was a little lighter than this, but what can you do? Okay, so I'm just switching to my size 1. I was using my size 8 there for that whole process, but now I'm switching to my size 1 because I'm going to be painting some more finer details. So for example, I want to paint the delicate buds that are coming off of some of these. Some can be attached to the little twigs that we painted, but they don't all have to be. I'm also kind of racing against time because we decided, my husband and I, yesterday that Monday evenings, like when he gets home from work, are going to be our tech-free days, our tech-free evenings. So no screens, no phone, no laptop. And it's not necessarily that we have to spend the whole evening together. Like, we can do our own things if we want, but the idea is that we do stuff that isn't in front of a screen. So read a book, exercise. I wouldn't even be able to paint because I'm using a camera phone to film this, and then I also use my own actual phone to look up reference pictures or whatever I do for tutorials. So I'm kind of rushing to finish this because he's going to be home in an hour and I still need to do a workout. And in this case, I need my laptop for the workout because I follow like these, what do I follow? These videos, instructional videos for workouts. Okay. So this is slowly starting to come together. And you can paint your flowers however you'd like. I've only used one color so far. I've just watered it down with different amounts of water to achieve like darker or lighter versions of it. And that way I can paint on different shapes and different shades using the same color. Now I do want to add some thickness to this wreath because right now it's looking pretty thin. So I'm just gonna have these random flower things coming off. I also want a few more dainty little branches that come off that just kind of go in random directions. Twigs and whatnot. That don't necessarily have like leaves or anything, or buds. And they can be on the inside of your wreath too. Don't feel limited by what I'm doing. Inspire yourself. Or be inspired by this and do what you want. But the idea is to do this like quickly and abstractly. You don't want to just nitpick over these tiny little details. Just keep moving your paintbrush. I know that's easier said than done because I tend to really focus on details that shouldn't matter too much. Okay. So where are we at here? We've got our twigs, our like main flower portions down. You might want to add a little bit of green if you would like to some areas. You could have little green leaves coming from random places. If you would like, you certainly don't have to. But what is spring without green? Like a spring wreath without green? Come on. You need a little bit of green in there. There we go. In fact, I think I added too much. And then I should have done this earlier when these flowers were still wet, but I do want to add some yellow features to the pink because it really brightens it up. I love adding yellow to flowers. I love, like, yellow tulips, I think, are my favorite flowers. They're just so cheery and pretty. Comment down below what your favorite flower is. I wonder if there's some sort of consensus around flowers or if people have very unique favorite flowers. I just have black here because I was tempted to add some like black buds, but I think I'm not gonna do that because that one that I painted did not look good. I do want to add these tiny details coming from the center of the flower. Like these, it kind of makes it look like a hibiscus. But that's not exactly the idea I'm going for. I don't want, like, they're not supposed to be hibiscus flowers. They can be, but they're supposed to be cherry blossoms or something along those lines. I'm just adding these little hairs, just adding some more detail to the center. And then maybe I will add just some black dots to the center of those flowers. I don't know what happened here, so I'm just gonna add some more yellow. Okay, that looks really nice, I think. What do you guys think about this? I want to add something in the center here, so I'm gonna say, where is I'm gonna say hello. It's gonna be Hello May, which means I'm committed to releasing this in May. Not necessarily. You guys can change it if you want. No, I don't like that heart. Whoops. I really need to turn the sound off on my phone. Hello, May. I really like that. I'm gonna just thicken the letters of May so it looks a little bit different than this guy. But that's basically it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I enjoyed painting it. It's nice and quick compared to some of my previous landscape tutorials this month. So let me know what you think in the comments. Hit like on this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial.